So welcome to my extremely specific tutorial using the HP12C financial calculator. So I was trying to figure out how you calculate the yield if you have missing payments. So for example, if you had this sort of timeline, I know that you could easily do it by this method where you calculate the yield using sort of algebra techniques. But I was thinking that it might be interesting if you had another value somewhere here. So if that was non-zero. So when I Googled it, all the results that came out were for uneven cash flows. So I figured I should say how you do it when there are missing payments, like in this situation. And I've already given away the answer. The thing that you basically do is to pretend that you have zero payments in the meanwhile, and then that's how you do it. So in the calculator, you would turn it on, and then your first payment would be as per my question, would be 100,000. You'd change the sign, then Shift G, that would be the first payment. Then you'd go 0, and then that would be the second payment. Since we have 7 zeros between 0 and 8, you can just put in, oh, I haven't, what? Oh, 0, and then, yeah, that's the first payment. And then you could punch in 7 and then punch in the FV button. That's sort of like telling your calculator you'll put in 7 times, and then you finally put in the last cash flow, which is 197,750, and then you just use the orange button to get the yield. And I've done something wrong because I'm doing it from a school question paper and the yield is supposed to be 8.9. So let's do it again. Okay, so it's supposed to be 100,000, change sign, first payment, 0 is the second payment, 7 times, the last payment is 197,750, and then we want the yield. Okay, let's clear it and see what happens. Okay, 100,000, change sign, first cash flow, second cash flow, 0, 7 times, last cash flow, 197,750. Okay. Yay! So it worked. If you have a timeline that has missing cash flows, you can just put 0, which seems painfully obvious, but when I Googled it, the answers that came up were for when your cash flows are uneven, and I know it might seem obvious, but it didn't seem obvious to me. It was a light bulb moment, so maybe it might help someone.